Hey, so we have Nick's point of view, and we're back to Nick's point of view. We're back to present day. We leave off exactly where his point of view left off, so it doesn't skip a couple of days or anything like that. He is literally walking into the bar. And he goes up to his sister. His sister can tell he's in a bad mood. She pours him a beer. He goes over their sibling relationship. They're actually twins, him and his sister. And he describes her as, what would be considered like a handsome woman. And that leaves him in like an awkward place of being like both like prideful and like weary. Like, because he's like, cool, men are attracted to you. But like, ugh, men are attracted to you. Situation that apparently brothers have when their sisters are attractive. Don't know much about that, as I'm not a brother. Also, he says that he and his sister have always been extraordinarily close, and that it's caused some issues with some people, sometimes rumoring that they, like, are carnally knowledged of each other. He's like, no, that's absolutely not the case. That's never been the case. We've never even thought about it. It's just that we are extraordinarily close. I really love her. I think she's the coolest, and we just get along. I've never told anyone as much as I tell my sister, and even though I don't tell her everything, and at that point, like, you're like murdering your wife? But who knows. And he's like, I do tell her more than anyone else. And so he then goes on to tell her about how he's having a bad day because today is his 5-year anniversary. And it's like the wood is the present for her 5-year anniversary, the symbolic present or whatever. And how he hasn't gotten her anything, and apparently Amy every year holds like treasure hunts for him, and like, those kind where like every clue leads you to the next clue, and he is like really bad at them. Like, he sucks at them so bad, and Amy just ends up being like really, really mad every year because he can't figure out the clues. And so the tradition is actually not just the treasure hunt. The tradition is her going all out into it with the presents and the treasure hunt, and him failing at all of the clues, and her just getting really mad every year and him just apologizing. And apparently the first year they ended up giving each other gifts that the other one would have rather had. So he mentions like an O. Henry situation. So it seems like from the beginning they were badly paired, and the treasure hunt is like symbolic of their entire relationship, I guess, of her trying really hard, trying to make it work, putting a lot of effort forth, and him just like coming up short again and again with what he puts into the relationship or admires of her. He says that he does mention back to his sister, he does mention a couple of things about how he feels that maybe she was always like the unwanted child of the two, because they were expecting him, the boy, but didn't expect her, and his father especially didn't like her. And Nick has said some like sexist remarks so far about women, in that he like kind of just sees women as a thing to be viewed from far away, and he's very shy, as he says. And I think that they're kind of getting to the point that his father is the reason that he has this sort of mentality. So I guess usually early on in the book I wouldn't be able to so immediately gauge if a character is supposed to be like purposefully sexist. But I guess they are trying to play or build up to the fact that his father is, I think, super sexist, like misogynistic. I'm not sure, because they keep hinting at it with different things, and that is where Nick gets it from. And although he's a very modern man and he like is in today's era, he still has the upbringing that his dad gave him. So there's that. Maybe it plays into their marriage, who knows. So yeah, the more Nick talks about how worried he is about this treasure hunt, and how worried he is about their marriage, and like how upset he is and whatever, the more I'm kind of getting the feel of like, nah, he didn't kill her, but what if he did? And then they get a call from the neighbor. Him and Go are in the bar. They own the bar, remember? So, of course you do. So he gets a call from the neighbor. The neighbor's like, hey, yo, I'm not just calling to hear the sounds of the bar, I swear. I am actually calling because your door is wide open, your cat's out. And he's like, oh, I should go check on that, I guess. And so he's like, all right, I'll go. He goes, and as he goes and he sees the wide open door, he seems genuinely surprised that the door is wide open, but at the same time, he's like, I feel like I'm playing the role of the concerned husband. And so you're like, did you kill her? Is this where you're pretending to find her body? And like, oh no, her body. Like, where is this going, Nick? And so we kind of we end his portion on, like, him saying, like, Amy's gone. And you're like, gone girl. Amy's the girl. She's gone. But yeah, so officially Amy is gone. He has found the house open and, like, in the midst of her getting ready, like, an iron is on. The kitchen is kind of, like, stuff, you know. Just, like, the whole house looks like it was, like, a breaking and entering situation, and she's gone. So the neighbor's watching him. He's been feeling watched all morning. Is it because he killed her? And I guess we're about to find out. It left off in a really weird point and immediately jumped into Amy's perspective. So haven't gotten to that point yet, but here we are. So Amy's officially gone. The book is officially in the Gone Girl era.